What's going on? What's going on? So, as promised to my people, I told you guys that I was going to do this. Um, so, bring it in. I'm sending shots. I'm doing it all. Um, Welcome to the deep end. So, one of my, couple of my friends, people's bros, put up a podcast about the lady who this hypothetical. Uh, it's not a real situation. It's just a situation though. So, a lady in the scenario, she gets 13K and gives her baby daddy uh, 1400. He sends it back and said it's not enough. So where I come in at is that um, one, it's some things that I feel like wasn't talked about and some things that was missed, and it's some things that I feel like they let themselves be railroaded in. And that's just how it works. So one of the men said, he should be grateful. Um, but they also had a woman on the podcast, and it was so crazy because she hit him with the Eddie Murphy. And I don't know if y'all watched Eddie Murphy Raw when she's like, I can't believe you asked me to do this. I got my money there. And he, okay. She definitely hit him with that. She definitely went on a rant and got them to basically miss their talking points, miss their ideas. She overshadowed their ideas. No matter what, she always it was all negative towards the man in this perspective. My one of my bros, he was just like, man, he should be grateful. Then the next one, he said, as a man, I don't want to take nothing from a woman. I don't think as a man I should be taking anything from a woman. And I know a lot of women who might see this as first thing is going to apply it on that second key point or keynote of his. So now, like I say, everything negative from the he's a deadbeat, he doesn't help with the child, he doesn't have an income. All that was specified and overtalked. It's my tax, it's not his, get his own. So let's do this a 180. Let's turn it around. That he's a good dude. He helps you when he doesn't have to. He's not on child support. He takes care of his child, and anytime you call and say, hey, I mismanage my funds, I need some additional help, he chips in and he helps out and he does all of that. He's a stand-up guy. Just when y'all happen to have y'all child, y'all just, it was a miscommunication. It just didn't work. Y'all don't work together. Y'all don't work good together, but you work good together, separately. So with that being said, how is it that, now I'm going to say how is it. So you got 13K, and the money you gave him basically is what he would have probably got if he would have got as a child tax credit, or a little bit over a child tax credit. and and you thought like, okay, this is what that is. I gave you a child tax credit. This is what the government said it was worth, whatever. But I have my own income. If I'd have found my own, I probably would have got 3 to 5 back. But you asked to file them, and then you shortchanged me. And because I filed singular, I actually had to pay the government. And let's just say I had to pay them the 3, the 4 that I got from you. So it all boils down to where it's like basically an extra paycheck, randomly. And after putting back some of the merch that I've helped support or give extra to you, I basically break even. So saying that it's okay for me just to break even, that's what I'm deserving, is a bad idea. To say why didn't I get my own, and I have my own, but I refuse to be played down. If I say, hey, I would have got this back, but I let you do X, why not give me what I would have made? You would still, or like just the 3, you still got 10. You still got 10 stacks. 10 stacks is a down payment for a home. 10 stacks is good enough to start a business. 10 stacks is good enough to do whatever it is you're trying to do without taking away from home whatever. It's more than enough. The 3 you're giving me, that's still basically me getting my own back, because I still had to pay them, because we had an agreement that you say, hey, let me file and I'll hit you whatever, but the kickback you gave me was well, you tried to play me. It's people out here who sell their kids for a stack when they doing taxes, and they get like 5 back. So since I used your child's name, I give you a stack. You gave me a little bit over that. You tried to play me as like all you did was use my kid. And I'm a whole father. I do what I'm supposed to do. I am not just a bad guy. Like I said, we did the negative already. Let's do the positive. Let's do the keynotes that they missed because they let her go on a rant and run over them. As for my bro, just be grateful. I'm supposed to be undervalued when I know what I do. I'm supposed to allow myself to be underappreciated when I know what I do and just accept what you give me, even though I know I could have had better on my own end. No. Why would I ever? No one should ever accept less when they know they qualify for more. Man, woman, whatever. I know what I qualify for. I know what I'm supposed to get, and you trying to kick me less than says a lot about me if I accept it. It tells you, it shows me a lot about myself. It shows me a lot about you, because you trying to kick me less shows that you devalue me. You don't appreciate me for real. And since you don't appreciate me for real, that's why you tried to play me downward. Now saying, hey, as a man, I don't want to take from a woman. I'm not taking. I'm getting what's rightfully mine. Like what you asked for, rightfully yours. Our child is rightfully ours. So when you say, hey, the baby needs X, and I come off, and if you say, hey, I know you just did this, but the shoes are bogus, or they got pitch day coming up, and I just did this, and I need you to take care of, and I'm short on a bill, and I need you to, so what's rightfully yours, as we do this thing called co-parenting, kick me back what's rightfully mine. Don't try to say I gave you something. I ain't have to do nothing. It was mine. This is the problem that we haven't. It's always so negative when it goes baby daddy. And like one guy I know, he in a podcast, he said, I'm not baby daddy, father. He had to really push that on the lady to understand, I'm not a baby father. I'm not a baby daddy. I'm a father. I just don't live with her. But when my child don't want for nothing, she don't need for nothing. So what are you talking about? No, I'm a father. I'm just not a I just don't live in the home. I still take care of them though. They still under my umbrella. And to try to play me as if don't take care of you guys is where is another push. Another guy come in, he like, yeah, dude, guys are, talking about getting that and sitting that back. It's, it's kind of sus. So now we sus for, as men, standing on principles, standing on boundaries. As a man, why is it sus to stand on your principles? To say you're going to value me where I stand. To say that, no, I'm not just going to keep giving and be ran over, but you're going to appreciate me as a person, as a human, and as a man. You want me to appreciate you as a woman, you should appreciate me as a man. Don't try to get over on me. Don't try to low card me. Don't try to underhand me. We as men has got so tailored into giving. We're just supposed to give no matter the cost. The whole thing, even the idea of growing up, they always said happy wife, happy life. We are now just trying to push, no, happy spouse, happy house. And even then, they's like, man, no, it's just wife. For why? Why is it that my wife has to be happy for you to think that I'm supposed to be happy? You're happy and I'm miserable. The house is in chaos. This is the problem that society don't really want to push when it comes to men. Like they say, a man don't supposed to know happiness. Are you serious? I'm not agreeing that man should know nothing but hard work. Yes, work hard, but he should also know happiness. His happiness can't be only of seeing other people he make happy, because at the end of the day, when he's of age where he can't do it anymore, now he doesn't know where his place is. He doesn't know his value. He feels useless as a human. And 9 times out of 10, when those men feel like that, you know what they do? They take themselves out. They unalive themselves. These are the problems that we have. But a man can't say these things without being suspect. He can't stand on his principle without being suspect. Are you serious? It's a thing where a woman said a man calling for AAA is sus. That's crazy. You know, a man saying, hey, I make enough money to where I can outsource this and don't have to fix my own car or change my own tire, is suspect. I'm not saying that I don't know how, but I pay money so I don't have to. That's suspect. A man saying, hey, this is my boundary, you won't cross it, is suspect. A man saying, hey, I'm going to hang out with my guys today, or I've been hanging with my guys all day, is suspect. Because I want to hang around like-minded individuals. You want to hang with guys all day long. That's sus. What's sus about it? These guys share the same values and ideas that I do. We don't have to argue. Everything is chill, whatever. That's not suspect. It's called downtime. I would do it with you, but our downtime is usually spent on what? Being combative, back and forth, right or wrong, this and that. No one wants to do that. I can't have a view without being sus or saying that, no, that's not the way that go. It's crazy to me, you know, that when it comes down to the man conversation, even this conversation, they're saying what he's not supposed to have and what principle he's not supposed to stand on, and that she basically holds all the cards in every aspect. That's what we're doing as men. We're giving our power to someone else and say, you hold all the cards all the time. And if I want a card, I'll come to you and let you tell me what card I should play or what card I should have. And then when you get tired of that, 9 times out of 10, when you get tired of that, playing that way, operating that way, and you decide to leave, you get bashed. Oh, he just found him another. No. Or then somebody come in your life and show you what it's like to be actually cared for, catered to. Let you know it's okay, put you in a safe place, let you know it's okay to have your own opinion. When you go home looks totally different now. Because you've never had this. Because our whole life we've been accepting being downplayed, underappreciated, devalued, and under-celebrated. Most men are not even celebrated when they go home. Most men are not celebrated in the things that they do with their baby mamas, with their mother of their children, however you want to word it or say it, or just being there in the pocket, stepdad or regular dad. It does not matter. Most men are not celebrated. Most men are told that you're supposed to give, and then die. And hopefully everything that you gave will then be understood and celebrated. So I'm celebrated after death, but not in life. You realize that you could have gave me more in death than you can do in life? How does that make sense? But yeah, this was my thing when it came to the deep end. I heard, like I said, there was a few talking points that I saw that I'm like, y'all just, it's just not going the way it should go. This is a conversation, and they got railroaded, and it seems, and it's the same thing most of the time when women get hyper in a conversation, they get a little bit belligerent in the conversation. The first thing men do, and I hate that we do that if we're not very real versed in conversation, and we don't know how to take back the control of the conversation to where we can have a conversation and not a dick, not a lecture, is that we just let it go. We just let the argument happen. We just let that person take the power of it and own it, and then walk away as if they were right and you were just loud and wrong. That's it. Loud and wrong, and stood on what you thought was business, but in reality, it's not, because again, this is a scenario. This could be two different things, and you automatically went negative, which lets you know your personal taste on it is negative. Your personal aspect on it when it comes down to what a man should have is negative. A man should have what you feel like he should have, and that's it. And for my bros, it's like, yo, if even that, you let a person tell us like, hey, take this and have it and keep it and be satisfied. You can't tell me to be satisfied with crumbs when I know I'm supposed to have steak and cornbread. I'm just not. Why would I be satisfied with those crumbs when I know I'm worth steak? Why would I be satisfied with White Palace when I know I'm supposed to be a Longhorn? When I know that's probably over some people. Those are, White Palace is a Chicago restaurant, but everybody should know what Longhorn is. If you don't, you should try them out. But beside the point, why would I settle for less? We've been settling for less for so long. That has become the man's idea of righteousness. That has become the world's idea on what how a man's supposed to operate, by taking and accepting less than, and appreciate the downplay. Welcome to the deep end.